What's going on, my crew? This is Jay. Welcome to another episode of Jay's Adventures. And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about a special project that I'd like to get working on in here. So, here we are at this other town, which I don't remember the name of, but I'm going to have to write a sign at some point. And we have a little bit of a dilemma. So, the other town has a really nice place for its king, or right now, governor. And there's a problem with that. It's a very nice place. Very beautiful. But this right here is kind of a garbage dump because, well, they're a little less cultured and a little more... I think I had a creeper explode up here, and yeah. Okay. So, we have some space back here. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to add to it. Now, rarely, if ever, will I build in twos. So this is going to make this build a little bit more difficult. I wanted to work it out on camera and kind of figure out what we're going to do. One benefit we do have is we have these one pieces right here. Now, granted, there's a 2 here, but we can kind of work it out. So what I was thinking is to just bring it out a little bit to about here. All right, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can't go to here, so we got to go with 1, 2, 3. Just a little bit to kind of add to the thing. I don't know how else to explain it. And then, of course, this is going to come here. And then, same thing on the other side. We've got the 2 there. Which, is this right in line? Yes. So 1 here. 1, 2, 3. And that's going to be right here. And ending right here. And what this is going to do is it's going to allow us to take out the king's chair here, take out this back wall, and build kind of a... I want to keep it open, but I want to have there be a place where the king resides. So a little bit better than what we have had. And we've got this kind of high place here that I want to keep for the altar. So this guy right here, the granite altar. You jerk. Yeah, how do you like that knockback? You're dead. Thanks for the potato. And then we need our 2 furnaces. So for the burnt offerings. So we're going to do the pedestal for sacrifice. And then down here, we're going to have a furnace. Did I make this 4? It's supposed to be right here is where the entrance of it is. So that's going to go right here. This will be built in the wall. So a burnt sacrifice here, burnt sacrifice here. Now, if you remember, the king in this aspect, this area and whatnot, I don't know how to describe it, is considered a avatar of the god, if you will. I'm going to keep this like that, add a little bit of support here. But this basically is being cut into. Maybe I'll add a little bit of oomph into the tree here to kind of help it be what it's supposed to be. There we go. That works. Maybe cut this. Cut that there, and cut that there. Cut that there. There we go. Looks a little funky, like that. Be fine. Okay. We'll see. I mean, I might change it. I want it to be looking slightly man-made. So, the king is also a god, in a way. But we don't really want to portray him too much as a god. Because the god is the god. Are you guys understanding what I'm trying to get at? I hope so. Let's go ahead and make some stairs. I know we already have some, but I just needed a few more. And we'll get working on this. I want it to be a stone base, but we got a lot of andesite in this part, but I'm not sure that I want to go with andesite necessarily on the other part. So kind of like that. The floor here, because we've got the throne room. You know what? I may raise the floor height here to up 1. We'll see about 1. So we'll do right here, and then that gives it a couple. Let's get some dirt to lay down, kind of see what we're looking at. Dirt. Here we go. Dirt. Magnificent. Alright, go up here. Alright. And then this is what we're looking at. And this will, of course, cover the outside, so no need to worry about looks at this point. Just need to worry about function. Again, I'm going to have to cover this with a flooring, so I'm going to have to dig all this dirt up. But before I did that, I wanted to kind of work on what we're looking at. So this is going to have to get dug up, because this is what we're going with right here. Pop this that way. There we go. So the king's throne is going to be right here. Just give a makeshift throne for now, which that might even work, because we've got the oak backing to make it look nice. And then what we're going to do is this is going to go up to... I want it to be as tall as this. Why? Because I want there to be a very high ceiling. So that's perfect. And we're going to let the oak, because you got to realize that now they have the influence of the other gods, the other god, the other town, the other region. So they're going to have a little bit of a... I think that's wrong. No? Yes, this needs to be down by 1. Okay. They're going to have a little bit of a increase in culture here now that they've done what they've done. So kind of add that right in there, add this right in here, and maybe we'll cut into the wood. So kind of like the other place wouldn't have cut into the wood, this place is cutting into the wood, and I really like that, actually. I'm getting some ideas, and it's making me feel very excited. Maybe I need some oak. I need some dark oak, because I'm thinking of having literally dark oak wood as the walls here, and then the leaves as the roof on the top. and we'll kind of expand this a little bit, but and then we'll keep this right here. Keep this sort of roof type style, but back here on this, because I'm thinking that this oak tree, the dark oak, is representative of... Oh, I'm just starting to get a whole bunch of ideas. Representative of this people. And here's what could happen. You've got the mages over there that are starting to become their own culture. You've got this warlike society that originally was just swords, go out, charge, kill. But now that they have captured a cultured society, they've become more cultured, meaning that they will use objects like this in their style to make it look nice. But perhaps this dark oak has become a thing that, because they didn't have dark oak before, all they had was pine. Perhaps this dark oak is something that is very rare to them, so they really like using it. They really like the look, and they find it extremely beautiful and costly, because they have everything else. They have andesite, they have a whole bunch of stuff, but something rare, something costly, is something that they're going to be using in a palace. And they may even see that strong oak tree as representative of their god. But dark oak also reminds me of a race of people, the elves. And I was just thinking whether the mages conquer them or they conquer the mages. When that magic aspect comes into play, it might create an entirely new way of doing things. I don't even know. I am full of ideas right now, and it's going to be quite an awesome ride here. And then let's go, ooh. I'm going to put polished andesite here, but we're going to have some windows right here. Same thing on this side. Let me see if I can do the oops. There we go. Get that here. The red and, well, we need this guy here. Oops. This is supposed to be in. There we go. Let me go get the glass. See what we have for glass. We got red glass supposedly here, but I don't know if we actually have the red glass. Do I have a... I guess not. It's our hole! We still haven't finished that room. I still need to. Well, let's see if we got the glass, and then we can add the glass. No? Weird. Let's check over here. Interesting. Well. So here's the deal that we're going to be doing, I think. Either I'm going to switch this out with the oak, or let me explore with this idea for a second. So if we do pine here, because this isn't going to show except for on the back. So we got pine. We need 4 more. What this is going to end up looking: grass, And then the 2 furnaces for the burnt offerings. We've got the altar up here. So you make your sacrifice. Boom. On the altar. Then you come down in the presence of the king. Kneel before him. And make your prayer. You put the burnt offering in. The king will be the one to say if the oak tree... Because you're not... Here's the thing. You are kneeling not only before the king and making the sacrifice before the king, but you are making the sacrifice before the god. The dark oak tree. Then you make your burnt offering. And if your burnt offering is accepted, the king will let you know. The king then eats. But we also need a place for the person to eat the sacrifice because, well, no, because maybe the person doesn't eat the sacrifice. The king will hog it all. And then what I want is I want this andesite stone roof to connect with the dark oak tree here, the leaves. That being, the king is underneath the shadow of the tree. But you coming in, once you make your sacrifice, underneath the sacrifice, you are not underneath the presence of the god. Because that's very important. Because you may not be accepted. Okay, I think that's going to do it for today's crazy episode. Let me know if you guys have any cool ideas. I would love to know them. And I'm going to work on this. I'm going to finish this. This definitely looks really cool and is giving me some major ideas. And I cannot wait to finish it. But until next time, happy mining and crafting.